Hey Deepak, welcome to WebEngage.
Hello.
Thank you so much for agreeing to do this. For everybody, my name is Chirag. I lead the content marketing and special projects team here at WebEngage. For all the viewers who are viewing this for the first time, if you could just introduce yourself a little bit about your background. I know you come from a very diverse background. I want to delve into a little bit more into that. And what do you do currently, and a little bit of context about where you are. That would set the tone for the rest of the conversation.
Of course, first of all, thank you so much, Chirag, for inviting me and the WebEngage team. Because as I told you, we met many times and I never miss any events which is happening. At least if I am available in that city, so any event, any workshop which is happening, and held by the WebEngage. About myself, my name is Deepak, and about close to 6.5 years of experience. By profession, I am a hotelier. I did my graduation in Bangalore in hotel management. uh, about 4 years or 5 years, I have worked in hospitality. I have worked in all major brands that we all are aware of, like Marriott, IHG, Hilton. Hilton was my last assignment, and from where actually I get to know about WebEngage.
Mhm.
So my specialization used to be in food and beverage service. However, I picked marketing, and I love anything which is revolved around customer service, around engagement, around storytelling. So this is all what inspires me, and in fact, I really feel that the energy in me that I get it from the people around me. So yeah, and then I'm also a vocalist. I love socializing. I am a vocalist, and whenever I'm going to any bar during the weekends, when I find people singing and there is an open mic, the next person is me taking the stage. So that's what I love.
Nice, nice. So, Deepak, you're currently working with Zee. If I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
Zee Media Corporation currently.
Super. So, from hotel management to marketing to food and beverage to now working at Zee as a retention marketer.
Yes,
So, retention obviously wasn't your conscious career choice.
absolutely.
Right? How did you paradrap into this situation?
So I think it is all started during the unprecedented times, 2020 April. My next assignment after the Marriott, which was Hilton, and we all are aware about the losses that we had in terms of business, personal, professional, everything. So I was working in a iconic flagship brand in Chennai for the Hiltons, where I was having 5 restaurants, and that was the only option because nobody was moving outside their home, and we were having no source of income. So ideally, there are two challenges: to create demand and to bring people. Ultimately, bringing people to the dining places was not the options. So we started delivering food. Now delivering food. As a five-star hotel, as a luxury property, we have never positioned ourselves to deliver food, door-to-door deliveries. But that was the time which that was the only option we were left with. So we entered into that zone, and from where actually a retention part started, to position ourselves, then engage with people, and we were having a future plans as well when there will be a the restrictions will lift off. So how we are going to bring those people to the restaurant. So this is all it all started.
It takes a lot of strategic thinking from migrating from like a hotel brand to a food tech platform altogether.
Yes.
I mean, that's such a pivotal change. How? What was the science behind that? Like,
I tell you one example. So as I said, I was having 5 restaurants, and if I'll double that, out of 10 outlets, we were managing 10 outlets. One is the 5 on-site restaurants plus 5 cloud kitchens.
wow.
So all the restaurants was named with something people used to know. For example, for Chinese food or for Indian specialty, and some of them were like named for their real name stand for. For example, Aina, which is used to be our Indian specialty restaurant. So start from the listing. First one was actually the customer data, from where we are going to get those data. So we started curating a specialized delivery boxes, which was having a big size QR code. See, if you are having a food, after that food, you are going to throw those boxes, right?
Sure.
You are not going to keep those boxes at home. So we are having a big size QR code, a free dining voucher inside. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is how we were reaching to a new customer. So now, if you'll be aware about Swiggy and Zomato, they deliver food within the 10 to 12 kilometer radius, and that is very much relevant. Nobody is going to order from 25 kilometers, waiting long hours. So this was the first touch point where we reach out to new customers, and they were looking at those QR code. And of course, I was not having a very good marketing budget with me, as I told you about the market situations and the operations. We were not having salaries to pay to the employees that time. So all the free things, Mailchimp, type forms, all those things we have included. And then people started scanning code because a complimentary dining voucher we are giving. And then people started entering those details. I call it as a customer to guest journey. Anybody who is walking to the hotel, we do not term it as a customer, we term it as a guest. So customer who is ordering food from Swiggy or Zomato, and then they are ending up giving me those details. I'm creating those details with opt-in, of course, protecting my brand, that you are, by filling this form, you are signing up for my marketing newsletters, emails, WhatsApp, everything. Then I encourage them to come to the restaurant, experience the dining part. So this was one of the moves that we took, and every month we were having about 250 plus sign-ups, and we saw, complimentary dining, and it was not only a sign-ups, it turned into a great business because nobody was coming alone. Either it is a family or a couples. So I'm just giving one voucher free, and I'm getting another one which is a paid one. Or maybe a group of family, 5 or 6 or kid celebrations. So people were thinking, अरे यार एक तो voucher है ही अपने पास डाइनिंग का और दूसरे का हम पे कर देंगे. So, and then if we talk about food and beverage, so for hospitality, like yesterday we were having a workshop. We have seen the buffet, like the amount of people who are attending the event. After that, food is left over, right? I should not say this, but one buffet, it can entertain many people, because the food is prepared in such a way. So ultimately, it is not costing me much giving a complimentary voucher, but yes, we were getting a new customer acquisition, plus we were connecting with people, and then later on we started more into storytelling, engaging people with the brand, emotional connect, so to retain them with the brand. So that was all.
So in the middle of uncertain times, you managed to create cloud kitchens.
Yes.
You managed to acquire newer customers.
Yes.
You managed to get in-house dining guests.
Yes.
And then eventually become profitable when the entire hotel industry was dying.
Yes. Yes.
Dude, that is some next level thinking. Man.
Yes, and we achieved our budget in COVID. It was targeted as a 38 crores. We made it 40 crores.
Wow.
So we achieved our budget as well.
Wow.
With the limited options, not with the room inventory, only with the food and beverage.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. So again, with this entire journey and the amazing things that you've done, I'm sure there were a lot of learnings for you as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So if you could go back in time and teach your younger self one thing that you learned very late in your career, what would that be?
So, two things I would like to answer this question in two parts. One is absolutely, I would like to appreciate my last organization before joining Zee Media, which is accountability and ownership. Or maybe I would say that was given to me, a free hand was given to me, because rest everyone, chef, service team, waiters, sales team, rest everyone was waiting for the time, the restrictions to lift up. But and then, by the way, in most of the hotels you'll find it out one person taking care of the entire marketing, until unless it is Jumeirah based Dubai or other properties where you will find it out a group of people 3 to 5. So I was having the complete ownership and accountability, and moreover the leaders and the company trusted me, and that was a time where actually I felt that this is the complete genre, complete category which is given to me, and I am completely responsible. Start from creating products, creating a theme, creating a story and emotional connect, bringing the people, and I was single-handedly doing all those things. Of course, I was giving my time more than 15 to 16 hours. I used to work that time, and I have started tracking everything. So that was accountability and ownership. Secondly, if I really have to change, so I feel myself, I'm very much flexible. I do not have any regret for anything. What I have made as a move to my career. In fact, I'm happy about all my decisions. But looking at the current curriculum in workshops in colleges, I see that curriculum is very advanced nowadays. I used to be a C++ student. Later on, I moved to hotel management, but I really feel like this Java, Python, Tableau, these all things which is current need for despite of the domains. So if I wish because now it is really difficult for me to cope up with the job and then traveling back to home and giving time to studies. So this is something I really feel that if that was a time somebody would have guided me or consulted me, or if I would have known to all those YouTube or free links or the resources workshop that you are doing today. So if I could have enrolled myself and learned all those skills, so I think that is something.
So if somebody builds a time machine tomorrow, you're going back in time and teaching your younger self everything that you learned in the workshop yesterday.
Unfortunately, it is not going to happen. But yes, I would love to. I usually never miss any workshops or any specifically free courses, trainings. During my weekends, I invest my time. In fact, not only weekends, even immediately after my office hours when I reach to work, I usually give 1 to 2 hours to the free courses. I invested a lot on upgrade. I invested a lot on Simply Learn, and nowadays I'm learning some performance marketing on growth analytics. So all those things I keep on, doing for myself.
Brilliant, brilliant. I'm an avid learner myself. So every weekend, instead of spending time on Netflix or Hotstar or Prime Video, you will find me learning or getting one new certification.
Fantastic,
right? So coming back from the past, and let's move to the future. If there is one thing that you could change around you today, that could sort the next 10 years of your career, be it through people, processes, or personal stuff, right? What would that one thing be that you would want to change?
Difficult to answer this question. As I said in the previous question, I do not have any regret. I kept myself open with all the opportunities, flexibility. Uh, I think one of my favorite quote or I really feel always, which is difficult situations or challenges give birth to invention, open road to opportunities. So whenever I had difficult times, difficult bosses, or a difficult situation at work, I always considered it as a opportunity. And later on, I think I always have seen good results, positive results. So I really do not see anything that I would like to change because so far, as of now, whatever happened or the process I indulge with, I think it all proven to be road to success.
True, I totally agree to you having no regrets and accepting that what you are today is because of whatever challenges you faced in the past is what makes you who you are today.
Yes.
Right? So, totally agree to this. With that, we come to the next leg of this conversation, which is never have I ever. I'm going to give you this and I will ask you a bunch of questions where you can choose to answer them or choose not to answer them.
Okay.
If you do answer them, do help me with some anecdotes or justifications around it as to why that happened. And then we'll take the conversation forward from there. Okay. So, question number 1. Never have I ever created a failed campaign and then blamed it on others.
I have
never done that. Complete ownership of whatever you do.
Yes, because I'm gonna tell you the reasons for this. I'll give you one example. I think have you seen Money Heist?
Yeah, I have.
Fantastic. One of my favorite series on Netflix. So every hotel they do Sunday brunches. They do Sunday brunches, and when you repeatedly doing something and you are targeting the same customer, because see, in the market competition, everybody is offering almost similar prices. For example, 2,400 plus taxes per person, 2,500 plus taxes, hardly 1,500 rupees difference. The one customer or guest who wants to experience those things, they they have the affordability, but they want to experience something new. So why they are going to come to you, right? So this Money Heist, I took it as an example where many of the background team, which is the service team or chef who may have not seen the series, I came up with an idea which is we name it as a yummy heist, and we did a very big campaign around it for that one branch. It was during the long weekend as well, and again there was not much of investment. It was all from the in-house resources.
Okay.
Because I think it is a Spanish, originally it is a Spanish web series.
Yeah.
We took the theme from there. We asked the chef to prepare something in a Spanish theme.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The team uniforms were changed. The team uniforms were with the hoodies and the mask we ordered from Flipkart. I myself ordered, I remember.
Okay.
Which is again 1,000 to 2,000 rupees costing. And we the social media campaign, which was specifically, I still remember one of the best social media campaign that we did, and all the photographs, the videographs that we took it inside the hotel, which is the unauthorized area where the board is written unauthorized area. People were having hoodie and mask. People are entering those areas, and those pictures were posted on social media.
Wow.
Right, to create the buzz that what is coming in. And this is how we started all those campaigns. So as I said, I completely accepted the challenge, ownership, and the accountability, and moreover worked with the team. So it was a completely proven strategy that how much is the wider area. And by the way, during the start of the session, I mentioned about the Swiggy and Zomato and the people that the data that we are getting, right? One catchy thing, as I said, Swiggy and Zomato used to deliver within 12-kilometer radius.
Yeah.
That means the data that I am having, they are closely located to my property. So I utilize them for further all those campaigns. All my newsletter, all my WhatsApp campaigns were going to them. That was the most relevant audience to me, which was located in that 5 to 10 kilometer of radius. And bang on, that really worked.
Super. Which brings me to a little technical question.
Yes.
Which is, never have I ever sent a campaign with failed personalization tags.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Please come again.
Failed personalization tags would be, I did not get the right first name, or the product name was incorrect, or it just randomly threw some gibberish letters.
So I think during the initial stage of my career, when you actually work as an executive or coordinator, when you have to, I won't name it because I have to work on it's about long-term relationship. But yes, so first of all, the answer, yes, I have.
True.
and that was because there are people who is not having knowledge in marketing, but they want to become a marketing expertise and giving those ideas. And at the end, being a junior, at junior roles, you just have to follow those things. So yes, I do have.
Never have I ever tweaked my reports to save my ass.
Never, because being into a brand that I have worked with, IG, Marriott, Hilton, they are very strict, and everything is tracked, monitored. There are property level team, there is a regional team, there is a country level team. So and the people who all are you are reporting to, well experienced and have been to in hospitality. By the way, if you look at the other IT corporates, people who have done IIM, IIT, or having a good experience, leading the path. But in hospitality, there are people who are moving from the scratch. There are names you will see on, and I think I have seen the clientele base of WebEngage, which is Omrais and the Leela.
Yeah.
So any of the people who are working with either it is a chief marketing officer or the general managers, if you see their experiences, they are coming from the scratch, start having the property, 20 years of experience, and they are leading the property. So you cannot manipulate them.
True. So one thing that I strongly believe is, in the hotel management industry, no matter what you do at the back end, the ultimate KPI for the entire organization and every person working in the team is customer experience.
Yes.
Absolutely. If your customer leaves your property with a happy state of mind, then you've done a great job.
Yes.
If not, then none of your efforts account to anything.
Yes, absolutely.
So again, kudos to that you never done that. Never have I ever sprayed a campaign to achieve my month-end numbers.
See, monthly targets annually, the budget. So sometimes it is not the leaders, but the ownership of the property, the stakeholders. And anybody can become the ownership of the property. Today you have 500 crores you want to invest, you will become my you have the franchisee or the management. Ultimately, I'm reporting to the brand, but my pay scale, my salary is coming from the Chirag Associates and all, right? So ultimately, you have to
to justify.
Yeah, we have to make the stakeholders happy.
Cool. So coming to the last one, never have I ever picked a bone with my manager because he asked me to run a stupid campaign or a campaign that did not make sense to me.
During the campus time itself, being into hospitality, we used to meet lot of seniors, alumni, working with Marriott, working with CIA, not the CIA. I mean the FBI or something like. CIA is the Culinary Institute of America, right?
Okay.
So we were having alumni from there. We met with a lot of alumni, and this is, I think, from the first year, it is taught to us. It is, I would say, I think it is the second best profession after the Indian Army, about the discipline, about the grooming and following your superiors.
Okay.
So without doubt, until unless you are into if you are a managerial positions, of course you can come up with the experiences, come up with the facts that how it will work and why it is a proven strategy. But I think yes, during the initial stages, without any questions asked, I did follow it, and this is something, the culture in the organization.
Exactly, that entire industry is based on mutual respect, right? No matter, and I recollect this card from one of the very respected hotel industries. We are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. Ritz-Carlton, right? And that speaks a lot about the entire culture in that industry, that everybody is treated with respect.
Right.
And to some degree, it is even forced at times, and sometimes it is commanded. Right. So, with that said, thank you so much for taking out your time and agreeing to do this with us.
Thank you.
It was an absolute pleasure connecting with you. I have some follow-up questions. We do that behind the camera.
Sure.
But once again, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you so much.
I look forward to meeting you.
Thank you.